My work decided to pay me to learn how to ski. Probably the hairline and the abnormal distribution of hair? I don't have do I have an abnormal I have normal hair. Anyways, for the past day, I have been in Bartlett, New Hampshire, Mount Attitash, which isn't the furthest north in New Hampshire, but it's pretty dang close to Vermont and Canada. It is a skiing location, a resort if you would. My boss has got a condo and they sent 5 of us to go, and myself and one other coworker don't know how to ski. So they got us skiing lessons. Last night we get there, you know, it's kind of late at night. We all grab dinner, everyone's calling me chins and shit like that. But it's nothing I'm not used to. But we play beer pong for a while and we get, you know, a little buzzed. And then we have to go to bed. You know? And it's 5 people in this condo. 3 of them are dudes, including me, and 2 of them are girls. There's 2 bedrooms in this place, 2 separate bedrooms, and then there's one bedroom that's kind of open and it has bunk beds. The other 2 have their own bed. And because it would be an HR problem, if not doing it this way, the girls got their own rooms, and I was assigned a bunk bed. Here's the thing, if you don't know this about me, and I think a lot of you don't. I think a lot of you don't realize this, but look. I'm very tall. And these bunk beds were twin beds. This is kind of how it looks, right? These are twin bunk beds, and I was assigned a bottom bunk. If it's me, a 6'5" guy, and I'm laying in a twin bunk bed, it's gonna look something like this. This is my head, this is my torso, this is my legs. I don't fit! I had like ass up, fucking one of these. So that wasn't gonna work. I wasn't gonna sleep there because I had to get up at like 8 in the morning and go straight to the mountain to get my ski lessons. I was like, I can't sleep on that. I will not sleep. I've been drinking and playing beer pong. It's not gonna happen. So what did I do? But I slept on the couch. And I woke up every single time somebody went shit. Every time someone had to shit, I would wake up and go, it's not happening. Go back to sleep. They're not shitting. It's not happening. It's not happening. How many doo-doos? I woke up 4 times. I think everyone was embarrassed to shit in front of their coworkers, particularly of the opposite gender, so they would do it in the middle of the night when they expected everyone else to be asleep. That's what it was like. That's what I was waking up to. I get up at 8. I'm groggy. I'm a little hungover. I'm all stuffed up. I'm like, I got a little cold going still. I'm like, ugh. And we go right over to the mountain. And I'm a beginner. The only time I've ever skied before, even as a New Hampshire resident, was when I was 5 years old. Apparently I took ski lessons and I don't remember. It's been 20 years since I ever tried skiing, which is a really scary thing to say out loud now that I think about it. We have to go rent some stuff because I don't own any ski things. 20 years ago, I was like this big. 20 years later, now today, I am 6'5" and can't sleep in the bunk bed. So, we go down to the rental thing, and I'm like, hi, I need the biggest boots you have, and I need skis, and I need poles. And I look over at my coworker, and she's talking with some other lady getting the rental stuff. They're like, here you go ahead, all right, go get them, you're all set, go. And the guy looks at me, and he's like, this is your first time skiing, is it not? I was like, I lie. I go, yes. Yeah, it is. He's like, look, I'm really going to help you out. I'm going to make sure everything you do, all the equipment you have is perfect. I want to make sure you do good and you come back again and you love skiing. I was like, my man, absolutely, hook me up, dog. Let's do it. And I see him turn around and walk over. And he goes to these ski things and he pulls out mediums. And I don't know what that means, an M. I don't know what the number on it means. And he's like, you're going to want these. They're a little short. And if the instructor wants you to go higher, you can go higher. But I think you'll have the most control of these. And I'm like, I trust you. You said you're going to help me. I'll take them. I'll put them to my side and take them. And then I watch him go over to a box. And I look at the box and he's pulling out the poles. And it says for 5'9" to 6'1" people. I went, wait a minute. Wait, no, I'm 6'5". What does he think? It's on the sheet I handed him. Why are you getting the 6'1" poles and below? He's like, these will be perfect. And make sure, put your arm through the strap this way and hold it like this, because if you don't, you'll break your thumb. Thank you. Have a nice day. I was like, you could break your thumb? And then he put me on my way. So now I'm nervous. And I don't know if these are the right things, but I trust him. And I go to the ski lesson, and there's a giant group of 5-year-olds and myself and my coworker. Me, 6'5", again, very big guy. Very big guy, grown man, beard having guy in ski outfit. And a bunch of 5-year-olds. And out comes the instructor. And right before we went to this lesson, one of our other coworkers, a very talented skier, someone who skied for years and years and years, very good at it, said, you guys should be good. as long as your instructor is a young person. If it's an old guy, you're in trouble. And out comes a 90-year-old man with British-looking teeth and looks right through us. You know, he's not looking at us in the face. He's just like... which is not good. But he comes out and he's like, you ever skied? I'm like, no. And he's like, okay. And he divides us into groups. And we are a group of 3 people. It's me, my coworker, and a kid. And he goes, all right, everyone, my name's Luddy. And I'm gonna teach you how to ski. I look at his name tag, and his name tag literally says Luddy. And in my head, I go, I'm from New Hampshire, and I'm a streamer. That name sounds really familiar. I go, Luddy, is that short for Ludwig? And he goes, no. My name's John. I went, what? Why is your nickname Luddy? And he goes, oh, I don't know. My students like to call me that. I don't know why, so I just go by Luddy. Kinda cringe. If it's what I think it is, that's the equivalent of you guys going to your teacher and going, ha 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 ha, do the thug shaker chins. And your teacher's like, okay, I guess my name's Chins now. Don't ever do that. Don't ever convince an old man his name is Chins because you watch me. If that is the case. The next thing Luddy, John, tells us is, I have a memory problem. I go, that's not good. He goes, yeah, I have really bad memory. I probably won't remember your name by the end of this lesson. I go, that's not what I want to hear about someone who's teaching me something, a lesson, something that actually puts my life in danger. I could apparently break my thumbs. And he takes us over to the little bunny hill, right? On the way there, I take a tumble because I don't know how to ski, and he has not taught us how to ski yet. So I fall on my ass, and I can't get up. I don't know if you know this. I'm 6'5". I'm built like a badminton birdie. When you fall on your skis, your knees are still up, right? Your skis are planted on the ground and you're kind of laying flat or to the side or however it is. My legs, up to the knee, are about 2 feet of me. The other 4.5 feet is what's laying there and what has to get pulled up from the ground. I don't have that kind of arm strength to throw up 200 pounds, 4.5 feet of human, 6 feet in the air. I don't have the power to do that. So I say, Luddy, how do I get up? And he goes, get up! I go, I can't. And he goes, just get up! So whenever I fall, I just have to take off the skis and take the L. It was like impossible. It was like a backwards push-up, but into a full stand-up. We get to the bunny hill after that. And he's kind of, teaching us how to ski. Skiing is basically this, right? It's just going down a hill and going left to right so you don't barrel and go terminal velocity straight down. It's just you go left and right so you slow down until you get to the end. The shirt is making the story. What's weird about my shirt? It's a normal shirt. But he's like, all right, go left. And we learn how to turn left. And he's like, all right, go right. And we learn how to do that. And he's like, all right, now ski backwards. And I'm nervous and I'm skiing backwards. But finally, eventually, I start doing it. I start going left and right. I'm like, I'm skiing. I'm doing it. I'm skiing. The other thing that was weird about the lesson was he totally did remember my name the whole time. He liked me, but he was dogging on me the whole time. My coworker did a good job. She did fine her first time skiing as well. He's like, good work, you. I don't remember your name. And then I'd go. He'd be like, Chris. And there's like a million kids skiing in front of me, like children, 5-year-olds. He's like, Chris, go. I'm like, what? No, there's a 5-year-old there. And he's like, go, come on, go. And then I'd do a good job and I'd be all proud about it. I'd get to the bottom and be like, I skied. And he'd come up to us and be like, ha, Chris did the worst. It's my first day, John. Luddy. The fuck? Why are you dogging on me? What did I do? He puts us in a group together and he's like, now when your friends take you up to that mountain there, make sure you go left and right. You are born skiers and you're ready. And we're like, okay. And we go eat some lunch and, do our thing. We get together with our group of coworkers. We're like, all right, let's go up to the mountain. We go up to like the easiest mountain. We take the ski lift up and we get off at the easiest mountain. And immediately when my skis hit the ground there, and my other coworker who did the lessons with me, her skis hit the ground, we look at each other in the eyes and we start laughing because it felt like we were trained to play basketball and we just started playing water polo. This was not the same. This was not one level up. This was not the next step up from the bunny hill. This was completely different. This was final boss. We go down, we go around. We actually survive getting off the lift. We don't fall over, but we're like frozen. We're like, we can't go down this. And our other coworkers are just like flying around doing their shit. One kid is doing like 180s and stuff, like jumping in the air and doing like a 360 with his skis. And we're just at the top like... And let me tell you something, chat. I tried my darndest to get down that goddamn hill. The smallest hill at the resort. I didn't fall once. I didn't fall twice. I fell 11 times today trying to ski down this goddamn hill. The easiest hill in the resort. 11 times. 11 times. It got so bad, I was halfway down. I have to take my skis off every time I fall because I can't get back up. It got so bad, I get halfway down. I fall. And the guy, one of my coworkers, who's doing like 180s and shit on his little skis, comes over. He's like a runner, you know? He's like, oh, the other day we got bored and me and my friends got together. We ran 32 miles and it took us 9 hours. Usually it's a 2-day thing. We got bored and did it in 9 hours. How? Did you bring meals? I get winded when I walk too fast up the stairs. You got bored and just ran for 9 hours? And here he is trying to help me on this hill. And I had just fallen over and I'm like on the edge of like the actual slope. He's like, yeah, you know, just skirt around, go down the thing, hit the ramp and come back up. I'm like, no! And he's like trying to help me for 25 minutes. 25 minutes of him like, yeah, just jump into a 180 and you'll be back in the... And eventually, you know, he just looks at me and he's like all disappointed because I'm like, I can't move. I cannot move without falling over. And he's just like... Have you considered giving up? Why don't you just walk down the hill? So I didn't even make it down the goddamn mountain. I fell 11 times, took lessons all day, and I didn't even get down the hill. I walked down half of it. It's not like a super embarrassing thing because I don't know any of the people there, but my coworkers were there and they just watched me walk down the hill. I'm like one of the oldest guys there. I'm 6'5" and there I am, this big dude just, yep, can't do it. Gonna walk down the easiest hill, get to maybe we can go to the lodge and have a hot cocoa. How does that sound? What I ended up learning is my coworkers took a look at my gear and we told them about Luddy. They were like, first of all, your instructor taught you nothing. You learned how to turn right and left. You don't know how to ski. I went, oh, I really thought I was skiing. And then they looked at my gear and they said, your skis are way too small. It's supposed to be up to your chin. That's like the easiest ski to use. This guy gave me skis that were like here. And poles for a 6'1" person. It was a half a foot too small for me. So I had no chance. I had no chance. I guess at the end of the day, the moral of the story is, if you want to be a good skier, don't learn from a 90-year-old man, potentially who has dementia, named Luddy. When his name's not Ludwig, it's John. Don't do that. I'm no better of a skier than I was yesterday, when I had never skied. In my memory, at least. I guess I did when I was 5.